Hey, what's up YouTube? It's abluegolfball here today with a YouTube video. It's an announcement, and as you can see on the screen, big white bold letters, I'm going to give you guys some reasons why I'm quitting YouTube. I'm going to stop making Pokemon TCG videos. I'm going to stop being on YouTube in general. And I know this is going to come to a surprise for many of you, but this is the reality of my decision, and this is the choice that I've made. So let's just get right to it. I have two main reasons why I am not going to be making any more videos on YouTube, and there's a lot of sub-reasons behind them. Reason number one is for professional reasons, purely related to YouTube, and as a YouTube content provider, these are just solely related to YouTube and the decision behind that. So number two is my own personal reasons, and again, I'll get to it with some sub-reasons under that so you guys can understand further. But yeah, as for personal reasons, number one is the quality of my content. And I know you guys want close matches and close comeback matches, things like that. And it takes a lot of time to find these kind of matches. And I've noticed as of late, the videos I've been putting out, they just don't have that kind of magic anymore, right? And so a couple reasons for that is because there's too many noobs or players that are conceding early. Usually I'll get set up too fast and then players just concede, and or either that or I just run into noobs, and everyone always complains that I run into noobs, and it's hard because I'll be playing for like 2 hours and I can't get a good match, right? And because either I get dead draws or I lose right away, and I'm just forced to concede. I've had some matches where like all 4 of my DCEs are prized, things like that. And so I end up either losing too fast or my opponent concedes or loses too fast, and I can't get these close matches. I can't get these comeback matches that everyone wants to see. And that's the quality that I'm striving for. And so doing this, trying to get this for you guys, it results in a lot of wasted time. Like, you guys have no idea. For me to try to get the video to showcase the deck to its most optimal and to the best of its capabilities, it takes a lot of time to try to get the quality kind of footage that you guys deserve to see. And I hold myself accountable to making very good quality videos. And if I can't do that anymore, then I refuse to continue to be a YouTube content provider. Now, for more professional reasons, the length of the videos. Everyone wants longer videos, and I just can't commit to that. That takes up a lot of time too. Not only do I need to find the good footages, I can't get the length that you guys want multiple videos in one video, multiple battle footages in one video, and it's a lot of work to do that. And honestly, I enjoy doing this. I would love to play videos all day and play video games all day, but this isn't my job. This isn't my career. And I'm not a college student anymore, nor am I single. I have a wife, I have a family, I have other responsibilities. And I'll get to that in my professional reasons. And so the deck build too, that takes up a lot of time, and I just don't have the time to do this anymore. It really requires a lot of research, a lot of in-depth understanding of the meta, and continually trying to find the right pieces. Every time I build a deck, I always seem to miss something. You guys are always suggesting like, oh man, why didn't you play this? Why didn't you do that? Of course, I have some reasons why I don't do that sometimes, but a lot of times I'm like, hey, that is a great idea. I didn't think of that because I didn't have the optimal time to research, and I couldn't build the deck to its best, to its potent ability. Analysis, right? Like, I just can't give you guys the best analysis because I haven't done enough research. I've not put enough work in because I just don't have the time to do that. And that relates back to the quality of my content. It's just not up to par for me. Playtesting, my goodness, playtesting takes a long time. Trust me. You need to make sure your ratios are good. You need to go and play test against the CPU just to make sure the deck runs smoothly, make sure everything's in order. Like, that takes time, and this is, I just don't have the I'm like a broken record here because I'm always saying I don't have time. Now, there's more things to upload frequency. I can't do it. My goal is to do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I know what you guys are thinking. Why not just upload once a week? Maybe just once a month. And I'd love to do that, but this kind of relates later on to the more personal reasons. But at the same time, this does relate to here. My goal as a professionally, like, I want to hold myself to a high standard. I want to give you guys quality content and at a top rate. And if I can't do that, I'm not qualified to be a YouTube content provider. Seriously. The average time spent on one video, it takes 1 or more hours just spent on research and prototyping and testing. It takes 2 or more hours playing matches and trying to get the right footage. And it takes 1 or more hours for video editing and coding. This is for one video. We're talking like 5 hours plus to like from start to finish to get a video out. And you talk about like doing 3 videos a week. And as of late, I've been trying to do 5 videos a week, 1 per day on a weekday, and that's 5 hours a day. I mean, I love doing this. I really do. Don't get me wrong, guys. I still have a huge passion to play. I have a greater passion to teach, and I really enjoy doing this. But I just can't anymore because the taxing amount of time that it requires for me to do this, and I really wish this was my full-time job. It's not, and that's a reality I need to embrace. That's something that it's just a reality check for me. So one last professional reason is the cost, and I have to thank those who donated. Those of you, you know who you are. I'm not going to hold you by name. There's actually quite a few of you guys that did donate, and it meant a lot to me. It was huge that you guys would donate to this channel. I have to tell you guys, I use a lot of Adobe products, and to use them professionally, right, commercially, you have to license it, and I know, some of you guys are, you guys are kids watching this. You guys don't understand that there's like a monthly fee if you want to have Adobe products, right? To use Adobe Premiere, use Photoshop. I edit all my thumbnails using Photoshop, and there's a whole bunch of things with Adobe that's amazing, but it's a cost. It's definitely a cost. It's a monthly cost, and those who have donated contributed to that, into the quality and into the just the content of my videos. Also, the recording software and hardware. Now, a lot of these are one time, one and done. But the cost of these things, these hardware, my Blue Yeti mic, my PC, I'm gonna probably end up selling my mic, and the pop filter, all these things. There's a huge extended cost to that. It's a one-time cost, but it's so costly that I had to use quite a bit of my own money to get a lot of these hardware and even the software, and it's I can't maintain this kind of thing, and this is going in the long run. It's more cost is going to build on top, and so honestly, it's something that I had to consider. And also the codes, right? For me to get the best cards, for me to get the cards to showcase well for you guys. I mean, I don't need to get full arts. I don't need to do all that stuff. But just to get the codes, continually updating my decks, continually getting the newest set, it costs a lot of money. Now, not to mention like the actual physical cards. And I'll probably end up selling those too. I think it's time for me to really just leave Pokemon behind completely. And so those are my professional reasons. Let's move on. I'm going to talk about some of my personal reasons. So, number one, my wife and I are expecting. We have a baby on the way. This is actually wonderful news. I'm very excited for this. We're actually just through our first trimester. And if you guys all know, you guys can calculate, and you guys probably can take a guess when my first child would be born. And so I am looking forward to being a dad. I'm looking forward to watching my child grow. And so baby on the way, family. I didn't list it here, but definitely I want to spend more time with my wife. You guys, like I said, I'm no longer in college. I'm not single anymore. I have a lot of responsibilities with other things. I know you guys are thinking, but Blue Golf Ball, there's a lot of YouTubers that are married and they have kids and they're still doing this. But I'm going to list some more things. Trust me, it's coming as to why I'm leaving. And I can't do any more YouTube channels or doing more YouTube videos. And having a baby on the way, it's a big step. And I don't want to be distracted. I don't want to miss a moment, watching and starting to have kids. And also spending time with my wife. And, if I'm spending 5 hours a day on top of work, which is, 8 hours a day plus, I just can't do this, right? So, number two is we're building a new home. My wife and I, we've been working on our blueprints. We have an architect that we've been working with, a contractor lined up. We've been setting up for building a new home. And the thing is, my dad and I are building the home, right? So we have a contractor that's going to set up the foundation, the framework. We're bringing in folks to do the heating and plumbing. And then after that, my dad and I and my brother are basically taking over. We're going to be putting in all the drywall, all the counters, all the carpeting, the electrical work, everything else. exterior, right? Siding, as well as the roofing. We're doing all of that this summer. We're doing all that all the way down to the fall. And that's going to take up a lot of time, and I'm not going to have time to make videos. I'm just not. And I know this is a short-term thing. You guys may be thinking, well, why don't you make videos once you're done building your house? Well, there's more reasons. Of course, I need to focus on my real career. Like I said, if I could make like $5,000 a month off of YouTube, I would quit my job. And $5,000 is nowhere close to how much I actually make in my real job. So that's a pay cut right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm a software developer. I do C# code. I'm actually a SharePoint developer, so I do a lot of basically all Microsoft related. Honestly, I like my job. I do enjoy it, and yeah, if you guys were in my position, you wouldn't choose YouTube over, my job right now. If you guys are in IT, you understand that I do deployments. I have to work a lot. I work a lot of off hours. I need to do code releases, version ups, things like that all the time. And so I work quite a bit at night, and this is my life. This is really what it is. And so that's the reality that I need to face, and something that's got to give. So my real career is, you guys need to understand that. Can't help it, guys. I can't help it. Number 4 is I picked up an adjunct professor role. Basically what I'm saying is I'm a teacher. I'm going to be a teacher this fall. Hopefully, that is. A couple of grants need to come through at the community college in my town. Hopefully they do come through. For the most part, the role has been accepted and the role has been kind of finalized. They're just kind of waiting for funds to pay me. And so this is actually a second job. So I'm getting a second job. I'm going to be working. So after I come home from work for my full-time job, which I work like 7 to 3, 7 to 3:30 to 4 o'clock, I'm going to come home, and then at 5 p.m., I'm going to be teaching on campus from 5 to 7 on Mondays, and then 5 to 8 on Wednesdays. And so that's going to be a lot of time I'm investing in. And, I'm going to be grading papers. I'm going to be doing exams. And this is the point. I love to teach. And that's why I started Pokemon TCG Online. I felt like, I had something to contribute to the community. I had some knowledge that some wisdom I can share, and I wanted to share. I love to teach. That's a huge passion of mine. This is why it doesn't matter about the success for me. It doesn't matter about the money. All the money that I make from YouTube, it just went back to YouTube. It just went right back to the quality of the content of my videos. I could care less about making a dime, and I could care less about the number of subscribers that I have. It's all about the joy of providing content and instruction and being a teacher. It's all about doing what you love to do, and I love to teach, and that's the real reason why I started Pokemon TCGO on YouTube, and why I started the channel. Now, number 4 is a huge opportunity. I'm going to be able to pick up this professor kind of role, this adjunct teaching role at a community college. That's huge for me, and teaching something I really enjoy. Teaching computer science. That's going to be awesome. And number 5 is church. Now, you guys probably know this before. I'm Christian, and the Lord Jesus Christ has saved my life by faith. Through grace. By grace, I've been saved through faith, not of works, lest anyone should boast. And honestly, church is the 5th reason here. It really should be the first, not so much family, but honestly, I need to spend more time with the Lord. I need to spend more time investing in my church. I hold a lot of different positions. I hold a lot of different hats. I'm the church secretary, so I do all the meeting minutes. I do all the mailing. I do things like that as a church secretary. Not only that, I'm the Sunday school teacher for young adults, for the college and careers. So I deal with college students, 20-year-olds all the way to mid-30s all the time at church. I teach Bible study. And not only that, I'm the assistant church. I'm not making this stuff up, and I'm not boasting in all the things I'm doing. I'm just telling you guys, church is a huge part of my life, and I enjoy it. This is a blessing to be in the role that I am with my church. So, I'm not only am I the secretary, I'm a Sunday school teacher, and I'm the lead usher and I'm the assistant treasurer. So I do all the church deposit, the check stubs, all those things. I have that role in my church, and I love it, and I enjoy teaching Sunday school. I enjoy being in that kind of position. And last of all, it's just I want to do other things. Honestly, I want to work out more. I'd like to just get a boat and go fishing. You know, last summer I only got to go fishing twice. And in the summer before that, oh my gosh, I got to go fishing a whole bunch of times. And in this, last fall, I didn't even get to go. I barely got to go hunting. I suck at hunting. I suck at fishing. But I love being outdoors. I like to be outdoors. I like to do other things. I need to hit the gym. And the thing is, something's got to give. If you're talking about, I'm working 5 days a week, and I work at from 7 to 3:30ish, and then this coming fall, if I am teaching a college course, that's going to take up another 15 hours of my week. If a baby on the way, I want to spend time with my family. I want to spend time with my wife. I have church. I got to be involved with. Something's got to give. And the thing is, you always make you thinking, wow, what the heck? Blue golf ball is crazy. What's he doing all this stuff for? The truth is, I just love to be active. I love to keep myself busy. I like to maximize myself. I don't like to just sit around and not do anything, and playing games, I feel guilty of that. And so, I really want to push myself to the edge. I'm not working myself to death. I'm not burning myself out. It is by God's grace. It's by the power of the Holy Spirit that empowers me and to do these things. And everything that I list here, I love to do it. And it's not a chore for me. In Pokemon TCGO, it's not a chore either. It's just become something I need to give up, and it's become something that it's taken up a lot of time. So that's it. Those are all my reasons. I'm going to be done with TCGO. A blue golf ball is going to be no more. And I just have to say, it's been great. All the memories that I've had with you guys, it's been wonderful. All the live streams, it's just great. It's a huge blessing to have had this experience. God's been good that I've been able to be in this position to have this kind of YouTube channel. And I know what you guys are thinking. I'm like practically hitting 10,000 views or 10,000 subscribers. I should do my face reveal, but the timing couldn't have been worse. And so, I'm not gonna do a face reveal. I know I probably owe it to you guys for one, but at the same time, it's bittersweet. I feel like if I do a face reveal, I'm inclined to continue my I feel that attachment to continue doing YouTube videos for you guys, and I don't want that. That's gonna hurt me more in the end, But I mean, I know it's hurting you guys too, I guess, but. It is what it is, and it's kind of a tragic reality. It's the end of the road for me. It's been a wonderful adventure, and it's been a blessing. So that's going to be it for this video. I'm not going to hold anyone by names. I know, ironically, this is when the Top Cut kind of around the same time 1 year ago where Puka ended his channel. And who knows, he could be back as well. But I know at the end of his video, he had a handful of names and links and resources for you guys. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. There's a lot of you guys that have been great. I don't want to favor anyone over another. I know that if I do list out names, it's going to be biased and stuff like that. So I'm just not going to do that. And I do have to say, my video, the content that I do have right now on my channel, it's here to stay. So you guys feel free to check those out. It's not going anywhere, and that way, historically, this channel will still be here for you guys to enjoy. And yeah, so hopefully, you guys still, you guys want to watch some old videos. That's cool. And from the words of the Apostle Paul, when I was a child, I thought like a child, I spoke like a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. Now, I'm not saying Pokemon is childish. Perhaps it is, but it's time that I move on to a different chapter in life. And, well, I mean, yeah, it's more like this chapter in life is moving ahead of me right now, and I just need to catch up. And that's going to be it. All right, you guys, this is the last one, so you guys take care. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.